in the world?
Hi. Say hi to my baby June.
Baby June.
Isn't she just adorbs? I'm
She
sure everybody's so sick of seeing her pictures.
She is a cutie. Look at
This
her. She actually
this
lets
is
you hold her, not like my
let me tell
dog.
you, she is the most precious thing on earth right now. Except when she chews my sheet and she sheets and stuff where she's not supposed to be sheeting. Other than that.
Right, other than that.
Other than that, this is June
Wow. And what
Carter.
type of dog is she?
She's a golden doodle.
She is a golden doodle,
She is
yeah.
a golden
Because the
doodle,
producer asked
yes.
me, she goes, "Hey, what kind of dog is that?" I'm like, "I'm pretty positive it's a golden doodle."
Yes, she's a golden doodle. Her dad is actually this color, and Mama is the white color. So she has the tuxedo markings. And
Oh,
so yeah, so we went and well, we can talk about it later. But anyway, this is Jude, and she is the best little dog. She just sits there and of course she tries to chew on stuff. But
right.
anyway,
She's like, "Oh, look at this. I'm going to
yeah.
eat
Look,
this
you
right
see.
here." And how old is she?
June is, let's see here, 9 weeks. She's only 9 weeks.
9 weeks. Oh, we got
Yes.
some comments already.
Oh man.
We
Let's
forgot.
see. Chon said, "Men sand." Well, hello. Hey, John Harville. How are you,
John
sir?
Harville saying hi. Oh, that's you. I'll let you do it. I thought you had your
CPJ.
hands full.
No, no, she's good. Look at her. Look at this
Look
little.
at that cute little dog. We need to get her on the background somehow. I think that's what we need to do.
Oh, totally. Just put her in the on the bed. She'll
Right.
stay on there while she chews. Hold on. Let
Right.
me set her on there. Hold on.
And maybe she's gonna like not do the stuff that my dog was doing whenever we first started the show. It could see what was going on. Oh nope, she's gone. Oh, she's exploring. She's exploring it.
She's
She
gonna be Dora
is.
the Explorer.
She's gonna be exploring all over that. So we'll
Yeah.
keep an eye on her. So
Yeah. Watch her pee on the bed.
right, exactly. If y'all see something happening, make sure you put it in the comments so we know what's
Yeah.
going
Hey,
on.
Momager, how are you? Joanne says, I want her.
Momager, she is all by her lonesome now. Oh, not really, but she her
She's like empty nesting almost, minus
she's
the
one
one.
half empty nester.
Yes.
I'm
And
I'm 2/3 empty nester. So
right, right. Joe's still beating all of us.
right,
Will she love herself the way Joe's dog did while on camera? It's a possibility.
it's
It's
very
a
possible.
possibility you
So
might
we may
see
have to
her.
put some like PG-13 something on the on
Your
the
little
show to
snicker.
let people know.
Oh, that's a good girl.
Wow, wow, that is just crazy. Well, let's start with the obvious. I have a new background, people.
The obvious would be that Jamie's not here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the obvious.
I mean, but other than that,
Yeah, yeah,
Jamie,
yeah.
let me just tell
So
y'all this.
go ahead.
Jamie came on and said, "Make sure y'all are rebooting." And I'm like, "Are you reading my mind? Because that's exactly what I'm doing. 8:35, I'm rebooting. It is now 9:05, and he's not made it up here yet. So, you want to sit? Hold on, I think she wants to sit with me. You want to sit with me? Oh, you're good right there. You're good.
Okay,
You're
perfect.
there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Perfect. Perfect sit.
yeah. So it's always a fun time whenever we take some time off and then we go back and try to get back into the swing of things. So
Yeah, it was so weird. I'm like, gosh, I didn't realize I enjoyed my freedom so much. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm like at Costco just taking my time to read.
right, exactly. Yeah, I was like, I was playing volleyball today, and I was like, oh, I gotta eat, and then I gotta get home.
Right?
But the cool thing is, I don't have to set up anymore. Like, I don't have to set up. I usually have a green screen. I used to have to hang my green screen from the background, and then get my lighting all right. And now I have it all pretty it's
Perfect.
perfect
I like
set.
it. It's
It's really
awesome.
cool. So, but I will tell you, this shelf
Yes.
was a mother to hang up.
It's a hanging shelf.
It's a hanging
Okay.
shelf, yeah. So it was a mother to hang up, and I do not wish that on my worst enemy. And of course, I decided to try to do it when I was by myself. Everybody else had gone to sleep,
Mm.
and I'm over here like cursing and yelling at
But
them.
isn't it lovely? You wait to hammer until people are comfortable. You're like,
Right,
right now it's perfect.
right,
Let me
exactly.
just get up there and re-roof while I'm at
Right, exactly.
it.
Yeah, and so it's actually hung by like four different screws, but they stick out this far, and you have to get it lined up perfectly. And this shelf is not glued together. It's like it's just like forced in little slots,
Oh,
just like
where'd you
this.
get that? IKEA?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Because that's just like too much assembly
No,
required.
I believe that the producer grabbed it and he had wanted to hang it in the living room, and then we redesigned since this is was my son's room. We kicked him out into the girls' room since they're not here anymore, and so we
Since
made
they
this into
got
our
old
office.
on us.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay, so John is asking, Joe, you didn't add any orange lights so you could get the photographer
Oh,
YouTuber vibe?
well, hold on.
Say no more, John.
Just check this out,
I'm
y'all. I
glad you
can,
asked.
yeah, because we can definitely do that.
Oh, wow. Well, that's fancy.
Whoa, and then it changes my
Oh, yeah, I
it
did change
changes
your.
my exposure a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, so I got orange, and then I got green. So I got all these fun little colors. It doesn't look green, but it is. And then I got purple too. I do purple.
That's crazy that it didn't interfere. You know, when you have green, it kind of interferes, I
Right.
guess. That's weird.
Well, I turned off the green screen.
Oh, that's why it
Yeah.
interferes.
So
Okay, makes
if I
sense.
would have if I turned on the green screen, all of this green would look funky in here and stuff like that. So
Oh, makes sense.
and this right here is a picture that I took of the Brooklyn Bridge. And there's supposed to be a light right here, but I didn't realize it's a chargeable light, and I didn't put it on. So probably halfway through the show, I will probably add it on there or whatever, so you can kind
I
of.
honestly thought that was like a monitor for some reason. I don't ask me why.
Oh, and here's the next thing.
Mm.
So check this out.
Oh, is it the white one? Is it the
It's the
white
white
desk?
one. Yes.
I love it. I've been
What?
eyeballing that
So
one.
look, so I'm standing up for the show just for you guys, but it's
Nice.
actually a up and down, pretty cool. And I have it preset, so I can just hit this, and it comes right back up to me.
Well, that is super fancy. Yes, I've
So
been eyeballing that.
so I will tell you that it's hard to find another desk like this for as cheap as it was. So
What is like 249 or 279?
yeah, 279 at Costco.
Yep.
So and
No,
it
trust me, I've been looking at them.
and so the producer has one right across the way from me, and
Hmm.
I have one, and then we have little side desks on
All
our
I can
each
say
side.
is
So
tax write-off for
it's
your
pretty
home
fancy
office.
schmancy,
I
fancy
love it.
schmancy.
See, I have one at my office, but it's the hydraulic manual one. I have to
Oh,
bring
you
out
have
oh
to.
Manuel. Yeah. It's like you just go psh, and it goes up.
It's the hand pump.
Yeah. But I like
Oh,
it. It does the
cool,
job.
cool. So what have you been up to, Miss Sandy?
Oh my gosh. Hey, I got my nose pierced.
What?
So I've been wanting to get it, and then I finally did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I messed with my nose, and then like it kind of red a little bit. But anyway, and then of course I've been a dog mom. I've been crazy band mom. Oh my gosh.
Crazy
So
band. Oh, band. Okay,
band mom. So
marching band.
Kate, yes, marching band. So Kate has been going strong since August 1. He has been working his tail off.
Wow.
They practice 4 times a week, and we are, I mean,
Like early
constantly
morning
going.
too, right?
Well, he does evening, so they do 4 to 6:30. Oh my gosh, how do I not know this? And then like six to nine. So they go, and then plus all the school time. I mean, plus all the stuff that they do during the game. Anyway, he is just going crazy. But anyway, so they made area. They're
Oh
going to El
wow.
Paso.
To
They
compete,
got to compete for area. They got all ones. Okay, I'm gonna put you down.
which is good,
Which
which is
is
the best.
great. They
Yeah.
got the best. It's a superior rating.
Right.
And so, anyway, yeah, we have just been crazy with his activities, which is great because he's our last one. We're trying to enjoy it and all that good stuff. But yeah, he is loving it. So, and
The,
what else do I have going on? And then crazy dog mom. So, y'all know we still have Rennie. So, she's about to start her level 4 of training. And so, she's about to finish up level 3. She's starting level 4 this next Saturday. So, yeah, we're just
and what does that
they
mean? The levels. Tell us what that
okay,
means.
hold on. What's she messing with over there? So it's called community, and so basically we have to train her like loose leash walking, walking in crowds, and her not reacting, walking next to dogs and her not reacting, so that basically whenever the service person that does get her, if he's in any of those situations, she'll be trained on how to do that. So that's
So
our part of doing that.
she's being trained for a serviceman
Yes.
And to kind of help with the PTSD
with
stuff.
the PTSD. Yes.
Nice.
And so I saw a lot of comments were like, you have another dog? And I'm like, well, technically I only have one dog. Johnny Cash is my dog. Rennie belongs to the foster program, but June Carter, she's my second dog. June's my girl.
So hopefully the older generation gets the naming convention there and understands why.
Nobody does. They're like, oh, that's cute. But
Yeah, they didn't
don't
get it.
No, there's a
Really?
lot of people that are like, oh, June Bug. I'm like, no, June
No,
Carter.
June Carter.
June Carter.
I understand it
Well, thank you so
because
much.
I'm a little bit older than some people, like 26.
Right.
So you know.
Right. And I'm 27, so there's that. Okay, let me catch up on some of these comments real quick. So, John loved that you had the different colors. And Joanne says, a part of being an empty nest, you just one more kid to go, then in your life, who they go, they left us.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
woohoo for the band, way to go, Cade. Oh, Joanne says, okay, I hate doing this on my phone because it does the autocorrect and drives me crazy. Trust me, I've had my own issues with autocorrect these days. And girl, I'm gonna need those training levels so I know what to do with my dogs, please. So we go
Please.
to Rocking Paw training with Jolynn Payne, and so she's the one who provides that. But
Jolene
of course,
Payne. Why does that sound familiar to me? I think I might know that person.
you know Jill Payne. Maybe that's the connection there.
Maybe so.
That does the hair. But Jolynn does dog training, and she has a boarding place.
Very cool. Very cool.
So I guess Mr. Pineapples is still having issues, even though he's in here with us.
Yeah, he's in here with us, but I think he's got some. He's still having some technical difficulties.
And Chon says, "Not so, Joe, Mr. Four."
Mr. What?
What?
How
he says you still
dare
have
you? Yeah.
you still have your two dogs at home, so there's still four of y'all.
Right. Yeah, so make sure I'm trying to test because I don't have my microphone thing anymore. It actually is just sitting in front of me. So I just want to make sure that I sound good to everybody and I'm not too loud. So
I mean, you're coming in.
I'm-
I'm not doing this.
Exactly. So just let me know. Let me know. So I've been super busy at work. I know this is weird for y'all because people think I don't work.
At photography work or
No. Well, photography work always stays busy. It seems like it's been staying pretty steady, which I like. But at my office, I was actually so we're having to switch to some type of service, and so I'm actually doing programming and trying to set up new service and been doing all of this stuff, and then people actually want me to do work, so it's been
the nerve.
I don't know. I was like, what? I'm going in at 11 o'clock, people. Like this one guy, their message me, Joe, there's this guy, he wants to come talk to you. I was like, I'm not there yet. How long is it going to be? Probably about 20 to 30 minutes. And then another 15 minutes passes. Hey, Joe, he's back. He said that he was on this side of town. I'm like, they always say that. I'm like,
They're
I'm not.
always, they just be sitting out there.
Right, exactly.
They never left.
It's like, I'm not there. No, I'm not there. So I have one meeting time, 1:30. That's my favorite meeting time. So if you can't meet me at 1:30, then it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
My favorite meeting times are 10 and 2. That guarantees that I'm in them for the morning and I'm back from lunch.
Exactly. I make it in time for lunch, people. That's my whole goal. Is to make
Right.
sure that I get there in time for lunch. So, but yeah, we've been super busy, and so you can tell how busy we are about from the boxes.
I was going to
post.
say, by the amount of boxes that you have.
Right. If you don't see any me saying that I have boxes to give away, then we're not very busy. But yeah, so we're about to have a whole bunch more boxes. So just keep an eye out for that post if you're in need of boxes.
I know you've been hooking Dahlia up, and she's just been so grateful that you've had boxes.
Whoa. We got somebody talking to us.
Literally been talking forever.
Hello? What?
Did you hear him?
He said I've been talking forever.
He said you've literally been talking. Everybody's a critic when they're not
I
on the
know,
show.
right?
Interesting.
Exactly. Well, I'm trying to fill the air since
I said
somebody.
I've been talking forever. I didn't realize I was on mute.
Oh.
I was wondering, I was like, he really doesn't know that he sounds bad. I was like, that's so weird. Why is it
Sound bad?
listening? Yeah, but it's okay. We'll move on.
What do you mean
Who
bad?
sounds bad?
Like I don't sound good? Like bad is not a very good
Yeah,
explanation.
you sound like you're in a
In a tunnel? Do I sound like I'm in a tunnel?
He sounds
It's
better.
weird because I don't think
Yeah.
so. And then Momager said you sound good.
Okay.
But I'm more critical than everyone else too. So
Yeah.
And Sean says, okay, Mr. Knapp.
it's not like
Hey.
I hold the mic.
Okay.
Speaking of people that sound like in tunnels and should be muted.
Yeah. So CPJ's CPJ says your mic isn't coming through on our end. Wait, mine or Mr. Pineapples?
Yours.
No, I think she says
It's
Mr.
his.
Yeah,
Pineapples.
because she could hear Sandy earlier.
The IT guy is having problems.
No,
Imagine
I
that.
think because
They're
you
all
sound
talking about you.
because you sound like you're in a
They're all
tunnel.
talking about you.
Nope, it's definitely you. Like my end. Wait, okay.
Which end?
Oh,
JP sounds like he's in the closet.
yeah, so see?
Jamie,
Yeah,
you're in a
that's
tunnel,
probably-
not Joe.
You're in a tunnel.
Oh, wait.
I'm pretty positive it's yours.
Do I still sound like that?
He sounds like he's on a speakerphone. Who's he? Which he?
DPJ.
Is it Joe or Mr. Pineapples?
It could be
She's
both
like-
of us.
No, it's only you because you sound like you're coming through, like you're talking through what's it called? One of those a paper towel. thing. Hello? Yeah, so you,
Man, I swear I haven't done any of this in so long. And I got down here and it was like, what the flip is going on here?
okay,
Pineapples.
Yeah, it's pineapples.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Thanks.
He was trying really hard. To
6
find it.
comments later, CPJ. 6 comments later. Well, we'd love to know. Yeah, JP hasn't
Thank
come
you,
through.
Momager.
Mm-hmm.
She said JP isn't coming through. Joe and Sandy both sound great.
So
How do
then
we
it's
look,
probably
though?
yeah. So it's probably because you. Sorry, I see what I did there. Yeah, exactly.
It's not Joe and it's not Sandy, Jane.
I think your microphone and headphones might be messing up, so that's why you're getting.
I think you should have started rebooting at 8 o'clock.
right.
Yeah.
We might have to like mute you. You look
Marvelous.
marvelous.
Simply marvelous. Thank you, Momager.
Thanks.
Only faces a Momager could love.
Exactly. So, Momager, I know that you've been missing the Gabs, but she looks like she is living the life.
It doesn't look like she's missing West Texas at all.
Exactly. I was like, I liked her little Belize. I can't believe we're here, and then I was like, what the.
Yeah, she looks like she's probably already extended her contract and not coming home in
Right,
March.
exactly. She's like, I thought I was gonna miss home, but I'm too busy enjoying the life.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that.
That's just like so. I've been FaceTiming Monster Child pretty much every night.
How's she doing?
She loves it. She loves it.
Momager said she is loving life.
I
Hey,
can tell.
Meg Hughes, how are you, ma'am?
Better.
No,
No,
better.
mute that. Oh,
No.
mute
Ugh.
that nonsense. Ugh.
that is not better. Yeah, there was some feedback on that too, there, buddy. Your mic is not good at all. No, she is. So it's funny because she's joined a women's leadership group,
Cool.
and so she actually went to her first protest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was protesting a certain law that passed here in Texas. But anyway, she actually went to her first protest, and she got to experience that. And now she's on the Rover app, and she's been dog sitting, and she made $100 watching a dog for like 4 hours. I'm like, what?
Good for her. That's
And the lady was
awesome.
nice enough to give her pay for her Uber back to her dorm.
That was nice.
Oh, wow.
There we go. That
Okay,
sounds
that
good.
sounds
Lord,
good.
swear to God.
Where
Sorry.
to dog?
It's like 11 settings, man.
Wow. There, yeah. So
All right.
she's okay. Is it now? What the?
Hey, everyone.
Oh my goodness!
How'd you do that?
Do what?
You have
Your face?
Oh my goodness! Whoa. That is that
So
Disney
weird.
face filter. How did you do the filter?
I know. Does StreamYard have filters now?
Do we have filters? Where's mine?
I give up. Where?
Oh man.
How do you do that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Filter. I don't do that. You do that, Joe. Joe does filters.
No filters.
Well, just leave it.
Never mind. He's not gonna. He's not gonna.
CBJ. So when Sean calls him jam, is that jam, ham, hi-am? Let's take a vote. She sends me pics of the drink on the beach and says it's part of the job.
Oh, I would block her.
Right? Now JP sounds better, but the filter.
What are you talking about? Oh my gosh.
It's like
Keep
your
going,
head
Joe.
lost
Hurry
some
up.
weight.
Hurry up.
No, I'm like
What?
zoned in on your face because it's just.
She said, "Goofy face, seriously, blah."
Yeah. So yes, Kiki is Monster Child. Is just loving it.
That's so good. Good for her.
And then so I'll have to pick her up in Dallas. So she'll come home for Thanksgiving, for like 4 or 5 days, and then she'll come home from Christmas. She'll come home Christmas, December 21st, and then have to go back to school January 21st. So.
Oh, okay.
Man, she
So
gets
she
a lot
gets
of
a
time
good
off.
break.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she'll be coming.
Oh
back.
yeah, so that's the same as my niece. She's gonna be going back to Texas for a little bit.
Sean says it's fake.
No.
Some might call it fake, or some might say it's photoshopped.
Right. The best part is when Hi-Am puts his hand up. Hilarious. Put your hand up. Let me see. I mean, do you look like a old man there? for a
Yeah.
minute?
It is.
You look
weird.
older than Moses.
Older than Moses.
What is that?
Yeah.
Hey guys. Is that normal now? Looks
No.
normal to me, right?
I mean, no.
I don't know how to not use it anymore.
Yeah.
This is probably what broke everything. Keep going. Tell your story, Joe.
Oh, that's it. I don't have
I
any more
mean,
stories.
we're storied out, bro.
Right, exactly.
We've been storying for
Wait, no more Alaska? I missed that part.
Alaska. What did you say the other day? Oh, Jamie was asking about if Texas Roadhouse was good. I was like, it was the best steak in Alaska. It really was. I was like,
Did you see the picture that I put up? Oh, what was it? I don't even remember what picture I put up now. But I used a picture of Alaska. I think it was on my personal page when I was telling people to come watch us. I think I put a picture of Alaska.
oh, did you really?
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
still need to turn that filter off because it's still affecting your exposure on your face.
That might actually just be the light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we
There we go. There you go.
I'm not too worried about it. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
All right, so let me tell you what happened. Okay, let me first start off. A lot of y'all saw that I went to Texas, right? And I got to hang out for a few days. And it was not a pleasure trip by any means, to be honest with you all. And just to be open and vulnerable, because I'm okay with it now as best as I can be. But anyway, I got news that my father is going to be leaving us here in less than 6 months, less than 5 months. So I went down to Texas to go visit him and just take a thing, whatever, on how things are going, what's really going on, and it's not good. So it's pretty bad. But yeah, so that's why it was so weird getting messages from people like, "Oh, have a fun time, have a good time, hope everything's enjoyable," and I was just like,
Yeah.
but it's not their fault, you know what I mean? Not like I was
Right.
mad or anything. It was just kind of like, yeah, I wish it was more enjoyable than it was. So, but yeah, so nothing's secretive, but if you guys could just be saying prayers for my father and us as we transition and go through all this next steps and stuff like that, whatnot. So anyway, and
That
honestly,
looks good, by the way, Joe. Sorry.
Yeah.
and then when I returned, it's just been a roller coaster of downhill things since I've gotten back from Texas, actually. So I have had just one bad thing after another happen, and honestly, it's like Satan is really beating up on me. And I'll be honest,
testing you.
yeah, I don't know how I'm sitting here right now. If I told y'all everything, and I've shared with Joe and Sandy because I just need that outlet at times, but it's horrible, guys. So it's really bad, and I am just trying to figure out how to stay above it all and keep my mind and focus and stuff. And so one of those things that we did was to get Christmas lights early. So got the Christmas lights up tonight in the new house.
Nice. You
Well,
wait.
they're the wrong color.
You did it. You did it.
Oh, are you kidding me? I wasn't doing that.
No, he was
Three
posting about it.
stories.
He was posting about it the other day. It's like, does anybody know of a company that can do this? And
And I do. So when I did, and we'll see what happens, but I'll share later. But yeah, so that happened. But I am really excited. So let me tell y'all some very great news though. The other day, I'm going to preface this. I was bawling in tears. Okay, but
Mama's
it
your
was
son, love it, Joe.
amazing, huh?
Thank you. Oh, because I was able to get my light up.
Meg,
Oh,
I
okay.
talked about Nashville when I came back in the day. Let's not relive that.
So I just want to show you real quick. We had a movie night the other night. My wife was like, "Let's just have a movie night and let's just do some fun stuff." And I was like, "Okay, we'll watch whatever." So then I get home and my daughter's up here. There's my niece, and she's taking tickets and fake money. And then we go to the little place to do our pictures. I don't have my picture on here, but I was taking pictures of the little, like the photo booths you do.
Okay.
So my family made a photo booth at home
Oh,
and
wow.
in one of the rooms. And then there was a ticket that gets you popcorn, pizza, candy, ticket. And it goes right to the food. And then there was a menu. Here's all the candies that they bought.
Oh,
Here's all the
wow.
beverages. There was our counter. And so you can see there was the popcorn bags and the bowls back there.
I almost thought that was Whataburger for a second. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
It's like, how did you get Whataburger popcorn?
Right. So, and then there's some pizzas that were out there when I got home, and you can see the candy up here in the top. You see that?
Whoa, dude.
And so it was pretty legit. It was pretty cool. And
That's awesome.
yeah, it was.
I
So
love your
it was a
oven.
nice.
Look at that double
You're
oven.
stuffing. I love your stuffing.
Well, then before the movie started, though, my wife was like, tell your dad what happened. Tell everyone. And I was like, what? I'm not going to tear up. I'm going to be okay, guys. So I'm going to read you something that happened. Here it goes. It says, congratulations. I'll just share the screen. How about that too? It says, congratulations. Eva Pina has been entered into the N-Team Hall of Fame for the 2021-2022 school year. At the beginning of the school year, students of the N-Team put together a code of honor that they feel a proud Parkside Python should display throughout the school year. Quarterly, students nominate their peers who they feel have displayed these actions and attributes consistently. This quarter, Eva has been chosen as one of the N-Team Hall of Fame nominees. Here's why your peers feel you belong in the Honor Code Hall of Fame. Comments from Honor Code nominee forms. Eva is helpful and kind. For example, in social studies, she helped me with the assigned learning I didn't understand. Eva is not a bystander. She speaks up when others do not. When there was an altercation in the hallway, she tried to get others to calm down. She was the first to ask me my name and asked if I wanted to sit by her grouping in the cafeteria.
Oh,
If not for her, I'd
man.
probably still be sitting by myself. Since it's 8th grade, many already have their friend group, and she noticed I was new, and she chose to include me. Eva is responsible and does the right thing, even though it's uncomfortable and sometimes difficult. She has a great sense of humor and makes others smile in an appropriate way. She loves to help people. She is a great listener and cares about other people's opinions. There are times when she seems a bit gruff, but she's caring and funny.
I love that.
And only wants to help and support the needs of others.
Hey, that's me. So I need to use that whenever I'm feeling bad.
Gruff.
I'm just feeling a bit gruff today, okay? But I still care and I'm funny. So
So I can see myself in that. It says she makes people smile in an appropriate ways. I would
way.
be inappropriate.
Your peers and teachers are proud of you. Thank you for being a great role model and an inspiration to all.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Especially like helping the new student, bringing in the new student. That's really that stuff is hard to teach because
In
people,
8th grade too.
Yeah,
I mean there's
yeah,
a point to
exactly,
that. That's
yeah.
a good point, I thought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So,
good. I
that
hope
was-
that makes you so proud.
It really did. I was in tears. We were trying to get ready for the movie, and I'm like, I can't stop. And I'm just there like this listening. And my wife and my niece, I think they had already heard it. So I'm just like, and I'm trying not to cry and everything. I'm holding it in. And she doesn't know how tough it's been for me. But also just that pride welling up for her. And I'm like, that's my daughter. That's my girl.
That's awesome. And so, is she your oldest?
She is my oldest,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Awesome.
So she happens to be the one that also started up a backpack program at her school in kindergarten.
Oh,
When
yeah,
a friend
I
of
remember
hers
that.
was eating the same sandwich every day, and she'd be like, "Why are you bringing the same thing?" And the girl was like, "That's all I have to eat. That's all my family can give me." So she came home and told Dr. Pineapples, and Dr. Pineapples said, "Do you want to do something about it?" Well, fast forward to 8 years later now, and the elementary school that she attended, they still give out food to the children in need every weekend
Right.
That's awesome.
because she started that. She helped.
I hope nobody
It's
thinks
all-
that of Cade because he takes the same meal every day.
Right. I know. I was like, I did that for Jet too.
Right.
Is it more because of laziness or?
Yeah, right. He takes the same thing. We
Right,
try
yeah.
to get him a variety, and
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are good. So
Comments
those are
real
some
quick.
good things. Go
That
for
is
it.
awesome. That is
Yeah.
so
Jay
awesome.
says,
I
"Do you
know
have
that.
the bowling alley."
Oh, stop it. I just,
So I remember there's a couple of times when Eva you were kind of a little upset with about her choice whenever the family event goes on, and then so this goes to prove that she's not selfish. She's just
I know.
and
She's
it's-
just gruff.
she's just gruff.
How many of us are gruff out there, right? Like, I mean, it makes sense, right? So-
right, yeah.
But it matters, guys. Like when our kids, and for those of you who don't have kids, it's a hard emotion to describe and things. But what your kids do when you're not around, you know,
Right.
like when you read these kind of comments,
That's the
and you're just
true
like, "Oh my
reflection of
God."
how you, as a parent, it's like,
Yeah.
did I do a good job?
You're right. Yeah.
My kid never got any of the niceness awards, so I guess they're not.
And I'm like, we got what was it? The courtesy award.
Right, the tiger
Fighting
award,
Tiger.
fighting
and,
tiger
and that's
award,
what everybody gets.
which is just to make sure that you get something.
So you feel like you participated.
Yeah.
Honorable mention.
It really, and I hate to say it, but I didn't realize that was on the radar for her and stuff. But I was like, and don't get me wrong, my kid is really sweet and thoughtful. But to hear these comments from coming from her peers, and I was just like, she said there was like 117 students, and she was one of 8 to get in.
Oh yeah, so that's
That's
awesome.
pretty awesome. Well, good for
And the
her.
fact that she got in between somebody when there was something going on in the hall.
Yeah.
I know that, and I remember you telling me it was kind of a tough deal there, but
It really was.
and we don't have to relive it. But she's
No.
willing to step up, and so that's
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah, because a lot of people they won't step up.
We'd be getting our cell phones out to put that on Snapchat.
Oh, and you know what? She's been dealing with that afterwards. She's like, "What do you have? What is? You better delete that now." So she's been like
Right,
on the
right.
rampage, but
Yeah, that's such man. And so like understanding the age that the kids are in now, it blows my mind. Like we can't even really empathize with them because it was never a thing for us when growing up. Like there was never going to be a video of us doing something dumb.
And all I have to say is praise the Lord because I did so many dumb things.
Right? Yeah. There wasn't going to be a meme created from us. We weren't
Oh
going
my
to go
gosh.
viral. There was none of that stuff. And then for these kids have to sometimes think about that stuff. And it's like, and it doesn't go away. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
It never goes away.
I mean, and no mistake, we did some dumb stuff.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it just didn't get
It
recorded.
just didn't
like
go
that.
viral. I could have gone viral
Yeah.
several times.
Let me get my camcorder out. Start again now.
Right, exactly. Dude, oh my goodness. Could you imagine carrying your big camcorder around?
You're like
And some
world
people
star.
did that. Some
Oh
people
my
did, yeah.
gosh.
Man, it's funny if we
Hold
think
up,
about it.
I gotta change the tape.
It's funny thinking about like the society that we live in today. Try and imagine that society back in the 80s and 90s. With the technology we had, like
Right.
social media doesn't exist. People wouldn't have been doing this.
Yeah.
But what's funny is I did see a video that says, y'all don't know how. I don't remember how it said like how bad we had it or good or whatever else, and it said this was our TikTok, and it showed some kid on a camcorder who's doing some NSYNC dance back in the day, or Backstreet Boys, and it's
Talent
just like
show.
yeah, stuff like that. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I guess that's right. I guess that was our original TikTok and things. So
Yeah, it's it's just a whole different world. And so you try to like, it'll just blow off. It'll just go away. No,
Oh my
it doesn't
gosh.
go away.
yeah,
Yeah, I
So
mean that's one of those hard talks that you have to have with your kids, and you're like, listen, when this comes in and you see, you better delete that because this is not a good. I mean, because there's like pictures when Alex was in school being passed around. I'm like, look, brother, you're 18 years old. You get caught with that, and it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're going to be
yeah.
registered as
Right.
Exactly.
And so,
and it will
I mean,
affect you the rest of your life.
and
Like
I said, luckily he would, confide in me and be like, Mom, look what was being passed around in school today. I mean, I saw so many things that I didn't want to see, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
scary. It is scary times. And the fact that these little girls are doing what they're doing. Oh, so help me, Lord. Help me.
Don't get me started. Yeah.
I
Right,
mean,
right.
it's scary, but I mean, the thing is like your parents didn't have to have that talk with you. They had different talks with you. They didn't have to have that in particular. Like on this phone is this picture. You can't have that on there. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like it's just wow. It's just different times.
It
Yeah.
is crazy.
Give me a second here, because keep talking, because I wanted to
Okay,
bring up
so
something that I read.
Joanne has one comment. She says, "Faith is the key through all of this. So keep it. It will help you."
Thank you, Joanne.
And Joanne said, "We would be in big trouble if we were recorded and possibly in jail." Listen, Joanne. Oh my gosh, I did a thing or two, 3,
Right.
4.
Right, exactly.
All right. So there's a story I read today. I wanted to bring it up tonight because it's our show and we can do that. So, and we talked on it, but I read it and it triggered me. And I was like, I'm going to bring this up because the three of us relate with it. So here it is. This one says, I'll pray for it. I won't go through the whole story, but basically I'll give you the, here we go. Oh, actually it's really short. Okay. Dear Quentin, today my partner spoke to me for the third time about why she disagrees with my belief and practice of not tipping waitresses.
What?
To me, as long as all service staff are doing their job and getting paid an hourly wage, there is no reason to tip anyone, whether they mess up on my order or give me great service. I don't understand why waitresses need to be tipped when they're like all other service staff, such as construction workers, cleaners, fast food attendees, etc. I'm not expected to tip all other service staff, so why is she bothering me with tipping the waitresses every single time we go to a restaurant? They're doing their job like everyone else. She keeps telling me it's the right thing to do, but why? Now, before we get started,
Oh, girl.
okay, and I'm going to let y'all have some time too, but everyone out there, in case you needed some fuel to beat those people who think like this guy does, you're about to hear it from all three of us right here. Okay,
Right, exactly.
so
Because
you
we're
may
pretty much
believe in
all
it.
on the same page.
Yeah, you may believe it, but your friend, your spouse, your child, your whatever doesn't. So just listen here for a minute, and then you'll be able to take that back. I'm going to go first because I was like, dang, let me tell you. And I will even tell you, I'll even humble myself enough to be like, I used to be the same way and think not tipping was good. And Joe knew me in those days.
You did?
Yeah. So
I
Sandy,
would
it
have
was
never
it was
have been your friend
at the time you and I met, though. I had just turned
over
I had
a
just
new
switched. Yeah. I had just been like, no, now it's the exact opposite. But yes, I want to remind you guys, or to help you remind your friends out there.
Joe's sitting down.
It's been 30 years since
I knew it
it's
wasn't going
been
to last
30
very long.
years since people in the service industry like that have gotten paid anything more than $2.13 an hour. Then they get tips, and this is primarily in Texas. Then they get tips, and out of 100% of those tips, they have to divvy that out to several people, such as doormen, busboys,
Hostess.
thank you,
Expos.
hostesses, expos. There's all these other different jobs in a restaurant that you guys don't even see or understand. And so when you tip that server $5, $2, they don't get to keep all of that. And then they have to help me out, Joe. They have to taxes. They have to claim all that.
They have to report it on their taxes.
But they claim 100% of the taxes, tips. But then they give a certain amount of it out.
Right.
So for me, only getting paid $2.13 an hour does not equate you should not be getting tipped, because construction workers and even fast food servers.
It's a different type of service. That's comparing apples to oranges.
Yes. So anyway, that's my piece. I want you two to go ahead and have a say. You first, Sandy.
Go ahead.
All
Sandy.
I'm going to say is that person needs to stay at home and make his own meals. I would never go out anywhere with the person that didn't tip. Because let me tell you something. Some people bust their butts. For example, Saturday we went to dinner. We had the most attentive little server, best sense of humor. I mean, waited on us. I mean, just perfect. This is the ideal employee. I could not imagine not tipping her. I just can't.
Right.
I mean, that is like so selfish and stingy. Like, I expect her to run back and forth for me to get me stuff that I need, and I'm not going to tip her. that's just a whole new level of low. And you should be ashamed of yourself. You talk to
Shame.
your mama like that? My gosh.
And you know what? The guy who responded, the Quentin guy, that he gave 3 responses. That was one of them.
I just,
All right.
it's so upsetting.
I know. All of y'all, put in the comments what you feel too. Because
They're
I just
coming
want
in.
like,
Comments are coming
okay,
in.
good,
Can't
good.
wait to read it.
All right. Do we want to read some and then get to you, Joe, or should we?
No,
let
it's
you go
fine.
and then-
We can read some.
Okay.
So as soon as you read the comment, Mama Jer said, "What the hell?" And she cussed a few times. Joanne says, "Oh heck to the no! You need to tip. These people work their butts off to serve you. Be grateful and don't be a Scrooge."
Exactly.
Yeah.
We tipped our waitress 30 at Roadhouse yesterday, and that's so
Let's see.
not to do with my right hand and shout out with what I did, but there was this little server, and she got everything wrong. And she didn't even own up to it. She was just like, "Well, y'all must have told me." And so I was getting like, but the crazy
Karen
thing
switch
is,
was about.
yes, because I had ordered something and she's like, "That's not what you told me." And I'm like, "Girl, I've been eating this way for several years now, so I'm pretty sure I know what I told you." Anyway, so I didn't. And before that, I had told Eric, I said, "I want to give our waitress $50
Oh.
as a tip."
Yeah.
And anyway, she sucked. And she did not deserve it. And then especially that she didn't own up to her mistakes and blamed me for that. I
See,
still
that
went
was
ahead and
really
did
close.
it.
That was really close.
I still
right?
went ahead and did it. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? She's having whatever day she's having. I hope this makes it better.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I mean, you just don't be a shitbag. I mean, that's all it is. That's what that person is. I'm sorry.
So, and Joe, do you remember when we went the last time my whole family went to Lubbock and we had dinner with your family?
Oh
We went to
yeah,
Rib
I
Crib?
remember. Yeah.
So we had that server that was not horrible, but it was really, there was something going on with her.
Yeah,
So
she was
at the
really
be-
short. She wasn't. You could tell
Yeah,
that something in her face was. Yeah.
Off. Like she was just like, okay, you want the ribs. Thanks. And you'd be like, what about my sides? What about my drink? Are you going to get us drinks anytime? And then anyway, there was just this, it was just like, okay. I won't say who, someone in our party had actually took the server off to the side of the table and was like, I'm so sorry, but I feel like, did we do something to you that hurt your feeling? You can tell who I'm talking about anyway.
By
Oh.
us coming in here, did
So
our presence upset you?
So she basically goes through all that, and the lady was just like, "No, I'm sorry, I'm just having a bad day." Blah blah blah. And she starts going on, and this person was like, "Okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't do something." Anyway, after that, the lady was
she was super
attentive
nice,
and
yeah.
nice, smiling,
And she even apologized.
Yeah. He was like, "Guys, I'm so sorry. I just was not having a really good." And it was the morning. We were like 11:30, I think.
Yeah, it was in the after. It was right at lunchtime or something like that. Yeah, or right after lunch rush because they weren't that busy. They weren't busy.
Okay. So anyway, all right, Joe, you tell us your thought.
So I'll tell you right now, you can tell how good a person is by how they treat wait staff. So if they don't feel like tipping them, if they treat servers like crap, that is a huge red flag, and you need to just dump that person. Because
That's a great point.
I mean, I can't imagine. Seriously, I can't imagine.
right, I couldn't even imagine somebody saying that. I was like, it's like, are you ignorant? They make $2.13 an hour. If they were making $15 to $20 an hour, then yeah, tipping is going to be a little bit different story. But 99% of restaurants pay their waitstaff $2.13 an hour. And
I would even venture in California, they pay the minimum wage, but I still don't know that's
still like $2.13 an hour in California.
Yeah, I'm going to say the cost of living there. I can't imagine.
Right, exactly. There is no, if they're being a jerk or whatever, then I still tip 10%.
I still tip.
I still tip 10%.
regardless.
And then I'll either shoot an email or I will talk to a manager on the way out or whatever. I'm just like, hey, so-and-so is having a bad day. I don't know what's going on, but but they
make
can't
it be their
say
last bad day.
right. But I can't say that I wouldn't tip them. But yeah, it's just so important to take care of it. And I know in other countries tipping can be considered offensive, but in the U.S. you need to tip.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we say that, but when we were in Europe, every place we ate, I mean, it was room for.
They did have a tip line.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, I know out in California or like in San Diego, Silicon Valley, basically, I know a lot of restaurants are starting to transition to no tipping, and they
Right.
have signs and they have things, and when people leave, they're like, no, please, because they're getting paid a living wage, not minimum wage. They're getting paid a living
Right.
wage, and it's working out for their employees. And of course, the menu's a little bit higher and all that, but they're like, yeah, but if you would have left a tip, the menu reflects that. So
Yeah.
we just pay our people.
So just an example of, so a server may start with $100, but then 1% of that will go to the bartenders, 2.5% of that will go to the expos, 3% will go. So they're like,
What are the
very rare.
expos? What's expo?
So expediter, so they're the ones that run the food for the servers.
Okay.
So they'll the ones that sit in the window, and then the food will be like, hey, this needs to go to table 32. They're the one that takes it out and usually hands it off. So
Okay. Cool.
not every restaurant does that, but some of them do. And I remember some nights we had, on busy nights, we had what's called a float. So that float person would it was a server that was more experienced, and they would just go around and help out everybody, and then everybody would tip that person.
And look, and if you have a kid who's going into the service industry like that, or you've heard of these things and you're wondering like, what's the big deal? Look, from experienced servers right here and people who've managed servers, those expediters, those floaters and stuff like that, like those guys make a tremendous impact, and they should share in the tip, because them, along with the hostess, the server, the buses, the bartenders, they all help all of us have an experience when we go out to a restaurant. It's not just the server.
I loved tip out, by the way, when I was the hostess. That was like so good.
Yeah.
It was like
And I
Christmas
tried-
every night, right?
Man, but I'm telling you what though, like that's one thing where I did put an effort in, is to help the servers. Like, and I was like always so nervous to carry drinks out and stuff. But I thought, man, if I can help somebody, that's what I would do. I always try to. Someone's having the giggles over
Really?
Oh, Jet, yeah, sorry.
He is so having a
I had
good
the
time.
door closed too, this kid.
But yeah, like it doesn't take an extra effort to be nice and
Right.
help out at your job.
Right.
And you know, there's that, because of like kind of what we've been talking about. All this is like, that's why I want my kids to absolutely experience work in the food service industry.
Right.
Not
Wait, but-
long term, but definitely get a taste and an inkling in there of what it means to serve other people, to wait on other people, to take their orders and be others focused.
Right.
The experience, I believe, is invaluable.
So
Here's
if you go ahead, Sandy.
I was just gonna say, here's a comment. Says, yes, Joe, we trained Madeline since she was a baby to never have a continued relationship with someone who doesn't treat waitstaff well, who doesn't treat the janitor with more respect and gratitude than the CEO, who treats their mother poorly, period. Listen, the mother thing, the way you treat your mama.
Right.
Oh,
right.
for real.
Red
For real.
freaking
For
flag.
real. Yep.
And then Madeline will be in the service industry. Sports teams in general and restaurants give you all the life lessons.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
If you happen to be on TikTok, I highly recommend Drew_Talbert. So he does all the skits about the restaurant life, and it is
really?
hilarious. He just
Oh,
cracks me. Like he talks about how this last one that I saw, what's it called? The chef comes out and asks the tables how everything's going, and she's like, "How do you make the Brussels sprouts so good?" And he's like, "Oh, it's with love." And then they cut to the scene in the kitchen. He's like, "Where are the effing Brussels sprouts at? I don't have fries right now. Everybody's fired."
And it's really like that in the back of the kitchen.
In the back of the house.
No matter what restaurant you're at, you might think you're at a fine dining restaurant, whatever.
Yeah.
They're in the back yelling and
Right.
hooping, like people are getting fired, threatened.
Oh
There's
yeah,
chaos
it's
going on
chaos.
down there.
It's amazing that you actually get your food.
Yeah.
Dishwashers hitting on the wait staff.
I will tell you, watch Drew Talbert, and they even talked about the meaning of 86. We all know what 86 means, right?
Yep.
And so the new guy's like, what does 86 mean? It means we're out of. And where'd it come from? It doesn't matter. 86. We're 86 fish, okay?
I take it for granted that maybe not everyone does know 86
Right,
from
no.
the restaurant industry. At
Yeah,
least,
they
you
don't know. So it's so funny. I highly recommend his TikTok, and he does a great job.
I'm sure he's
'Cause-
got a YouTube out there. So if
Yeah.
those of us who don't have TikTok,
Yeah.
probably find him.
Yeah, he does it on as the patrons and as the waiters and stuff like that. So he's really good. His channel is hilarious. Every time I try to see something new on him, but
I like the customer service guy. Oh my
You know,
gosh.
it's just blowing my head right now. Just a second ago, I can't believe I actually got Christmas lights up right now. I'm so happy about that, guys. Like, you have no idea. Like, I just wanted to make sure. Look, I'm this close to pulling the Christmas tree out. I think I'm just going to wait till after Halloween and go ahead
Y'all
and do
gotten
it.
snow yet?
No, but the temperature dropped this week, and I put my pants on this week. I was like, okay, we're getting chilly now.
So this morning was the first time that I put on sweats to take Jet to school.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
I was. I just to make sure it's not. It wasn't. I could probably have done it in my shorts, but I was just like, I better get used to like putting.
Yeah,
on sweats and stuff.
yeah, that was exactly
You're
right.
still wearing pants.
That doesn't sound cool, does it? Sorry, everyone. But it hit 45 degrees this morning, so I was like, yeah, I better wear
That was
pants
us,
this morning.
right? Joe?
Yeah, it was pretty chilly this morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny. So by the time I get to work, I'm in shorts, and the guys are wearing jackets and stuff like that. I'm like, why are you wearing a jacket? He goes, well, it was cold this morning at 9. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh. Never
Yeah,
mind.
by lunchtime, it was already like
Yeah.
67,
Yeah,
69,
so-
and it was like, oh, okay, it's fine.
guys
Momager
are-
has a great question.
Go for it.
So, do y'all tip others beside wait staff in restaurants? I'll
So
go
I tip the
first.
Sonic person. No matter what I order, I always tip $1.
Yeah, I do Sonic occasionally, not all the time. It always matters if I have money on me, cash.
Right, yeah.
That's always the challenge. But when we go to the hotels, we tip the
Oh,
cleaning crew.
yeah. I will usually put it on the writing pad and say for housekeeping.
Yes.
And a good rule of thumb for that is you tip so much per day, and then on the last day you tip more because they have more work to do.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Because they don't do that deep clean to that last.
they don't
day.
do the deep clean.
Because
till the
some,
last
I don't know
day.
if y'all are like us, but we don't have them come in and clean all the time because we're like, we're just running out and
Oh
running back
no,
in.
I
kind
need
of
my
thing.
sheets made daily.
Yeah.
Sandy's like, I want turn down service every
Yes,
day.
I sure do. I come in and I'm like, what is this?
Did I tell you about my trip to Nashville?
How about Alaska? Did I tell you about Alaska?
Did you hear about Alaska? I had turn down service for that.
So, like we tip at Hibachi, we tip the
Yes.
the
That's
chef.
Hibachi.
I love to tip the chef, and then
Yep.
we do tip, especially when the boys were younger. We did tip a lot heavier for at the hotels. Just
Yeah.
'cause kids are chaos.
Kids.
Right.
Kids
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But now that it's just us and Cade, I mean, and if sometimes Cade doesn't go, but we don't. I mean, we try to we pick up all our trash and put it in the trash can. Like we actually clean up the room before we leave.
Right.
That's my wife.
I don't know.
My
it's so
wife is
weird.
like, clean the
Right.
house before the cleaners get here, and I was like,
No.
What?
Exactly.
What'd you say? What did you
Oh.
just ask me, Dr. Pineapples? I'm just
Joanne says you didn't put up the lights yourself.
no.
No.
Joanne, he's got 3 stories, girl. I know
But-
you got time for that.
But I picked them.
I sure did, and I'd like to mention I picked them wrong too. Okay,
What color did you pick, and what did you want?
red and green. So Dr. Pineapple said earlier. She said get the white ones. When I asked about them, they were like they're not going to be here until November, but you won't get your 15% discount. And I was like, yeah. So then I said, Dr. Pineapples.
Orange it
That-
is.
Right, exactly.
I was like, do you have purple and orange actually? Because I kind of want Halloween colors for Christmas
Executive
this year.
decision.
And so no. So then Dr. Pineapple said, "Oh, red and green." So I ordered red and green. When she got here today, she goes, "They're red and green. Why did you get red and green?" I said, "The text." She says right here, and she goes, "I wanted the whatever the other color, the highlight color." She goes, "I wanted those red and green, not the lights." I said white, and I was like, I read that so differently now. That you say it.
I do that too. I read things very differently.
Ah,
Momager
But I am happy about
says they don't clean hotels every day anymore since the virus. It's like every other day if they're longer than 3 days. That's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
true.
okay, I have to remember that. So really excited about something that's coming on this next tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to be doing a crossover episode with Flows for You.
Oh, nice.
And
Tomorrow?
Yeah. So we're doing flows for suds. That's what we're calling it. Flows for
Cool.
suds. And honestly, we just thought about this today. So
So we're like super planned. It's super planned.
yeah. But so this weekend was DC fandom, right? And DC fandom was DC Comics, everything DC Comics, TVs, movies, cartoons, comic books, everything else. One of the biggest things that I love that came out from that is they reworded Superman's mission statement. So it's now truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. And the picture that they had with it was really great. So I told Jason what's his
DJ.
name?
No.
No.
Scout.
Jason? Scout the psalmist.
Scout the Psalmist. Yes. So I told him, I said, hey, because he was like, I saw your propaganda for DC. And I was like, you want to do an episode on it? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, sweet, let's do it. So we're just going to talk about geeky, all the DC stuff that happened on
Cool.
Saturday. So if you want to tune into that, if you want to tell your kids to tune in and stuff, we're going to be geeking out over. I got a bunch of pictures that I took from it while I was watching it. So we're just going to put those up and geek out over it.
Nice.
So.
So
Tim Harlow's coming in here with a comment.
Tim,
How's
miss
it
you,
going,
man.
Tim? He said, listen to Red Will on YouTube for the Karens assaulting their waitstaff. Hilarious stories. I mean, okay. I'm like
Are
on
we going to
Karen
be triggered
TikTok.
though? Are we going to be triggered though?
I'm on
Tim?
Karen TikTok. I stay on Karen TikTok and they act a fool at the restaurant.
dude, I have so many waiting table stories that we should probably do an episode of that.
That'd be a fun idea, maybe. Yeah.
Just to let you know the life and times.
one hostess story that sticks out in my mind that I will never forget.
Oh, see,
So
now
when
I
y'all
wanna
get
hear
ready
it.
to
Now
share,
when-
I'll tell
yes.
you.
Why'd you do
Okay.
that?
But then Rudy is almost 67, does it on a 2-story house. My hat's off to him. My hat's
Oh,
off
yeah,
to him
my
too.
hands off to him too.
Yeah. Our,
Joe's like, I don't even hire anyone to put any lights up. I just
What? Yeah.
Wow.
No,
He's
our
got
guy
on the
got
block.
his nail. He had to go to the ER to get a nail that I don't know. He jabbed. I don't know what he did. It was on my roof, and I'm like, I ain't paying for it.
You know what I do? I get the projector one now that I stick right in the middle of my
You
yard.
know what?
Lazy light.
Bro,
Projects
no,
lights.
bro,
Lazy
no
light.
shame, no shame. I'm not judging. I'm with you. I
Right.
support
I'm
you.
just like, it goes
Oh,
to
I
all the
love
different
judging.
designs.
I'm like, look at lazy lights over
Said
there.
it's like I could judge like if it was a full-time job, I could do that.
Right. I was like, okay, I need to get all of the angle. Okay, good. We're good. I'm done.
And then it's like too far, so they like blur out at the top. You're like, what is that?
Exactly.
You know what I did want to tell you also? Are we?
When he-
we're coming back Wednesday, so we'll be back
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
But we need to start talking about the
CPJ
pineapple.
Yeah, but
says,
before
I need
we-
to tell you about a time a drunk man jumped on a table during our Texas Roadhouse opening in Wichita Falls.
Whoa.
That sounds.
I bet I'd like to party with him.
I did want to share real quick because it's one of our viewers. When I went down to Texas, it was her birthday, and she had invited. I was like, "If you got strawberry cake, I'm coming over." And
You
she
didn't
was
even
like,
post our picture, rude.
Right.
I didn't. You're right. But anyway, I was with Anita at her house, and she gave me some strawberry cake that she had.
That's awesome.
Guys, it
That
was so
is
funny though.
awesome.
Let me tell you, it was so funny because I got there and she was like, "Oh no!" When I called her, I didn't get a hold of her. I left her a message. She called me back. And she goes, "Hey, hi, man. That just sounds weird. Can I just, Mr. Pineapples?" Hey, I was just like, that was funny. But then I got to the house, and I kid you not, guys. Bless their home, bless their heart, because Anita was like, "I can't believe you're actually here in my house. This is so weird. Like, it's so cool." She was so geeking out. And
That
I was
is so
geeking out
funny.
with
I
her.
love it.
It was so funny, guys. I swear. She was like, "I can't believe you're actually in my house." And she was like, "Here, get a picture of us, please. Hurry."
Aw.
She had her little celebrity moment. That is awesome.
I had my celebrity
sweetest.
moment.
Anita
It
is
was
the
so
sweetest.
awesome. I love hanging out there, and I wish I could have hung out more. I wish I could have hung out with so many people. Joanne, I wanted to say hi. Carrie, you were celebrating. You got brushed off to an exciting, unknown
40th
planned birthday. Yeah. So happy belated birthday to you. And Dolores, I wish I could have hung out and said hi to all of you, but again, it was a short trip this weekend. I will be back in Lubbock.
And there's just so many things to do. I know.
But
I
I'll be
get
back
it.
this next year. You know, I'll have to be there for this next year, and we'll try to make it last longer this time. But anyway, so I wanted to make sure to give props out to one of our guests who comes up or who shows up frequently. But yeah, Joe was saying,
Wish
I'll
you
let
ain't
Joe
even on
announce
here
it
tonight.
because he kind of was alluding to it. So go for it, dude.
So we are going to go full swing into the Pineapple Project this year. And if you're not sure what the Pineapple Project, Mr. Pineapples will describe it in more detail than I can.
So everyone,
Did
if
you like that
remember,
segue? That was awesome.
I did. Thanks for putting that back there, right? So if you guys remember, last Christmas we got together. We thought we were just going to put up $100 if we could raise. If you guys would help us raise $100, we thought we were going to be like the business, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bee's knees.
We're the bee's
Well, it
knees.
turned out with all the shows involved, we ended up raising over $1,400.
I want
And-
to say it was more than
I thought it was like 1,500, but yeah.
I'm going to stick to it there just because I know. But here's the thing. It was $1,400 cash. And
yes.
then there was gift cards that were
Right.
like probably, I think,
Through-
a few hundred,
Right.
$300-$400. And there was an unfathomable amount of toys that were donated where you guys had just dropped the toys at the cleaners in Lubbock. And then we had some pineapple elves go out and pick them up and buy toys, and they made a video, and there was a ton of toys, guys. So the goal is for Christmases for Kids, their goal is to give each child in the foster care system 3 gifts on Christmas morning. No more.
That's in
no
the
less.
Lubbock area.
And
That's in-
ages are 0 to 18.
Yes, 0 to 18. Remind me, I think, and we'll have more details, but I think it's at the teenage and up, they want more gift cards for them. So the kids, it's
Right.
harder to get for
Right.
them, but at least get them gift cards so they can go get what they want. We are going to partner up with them again this Christmas and make sure that we raise money that we can give back to the Christmases for Kids. Because what ends up happening is we get all these toys and everything and the money, we go buy all the toys, we take them to a room, they leave them in the room, and then they're CPS workers. Is that right?
Yes, the caseworkers.
Okay. The
Caseworker.
caseworkers, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The caseworkers come into there, they take the kids' list that they have, and they start picking the toys as close as they can match up to those for their kids in their homes so they can wrap them and send them and get them there.
Right. Mhm.
So last year when we were done, we had more toys.
Then
They
kids.
had more toys than
Yeah.
kids.
Right.
And that's, 3 each kid. So they had more. So they'll actually start with a surplus this year because of what we and you did last year. So we're going to do that again this year. We're going to partner up with them. We've got more stuff that's in the work. We're going to release it here in the coming weeks, so you know more about it. But just know, if your pockets, if you're angling to get some money out there, we're going to give you the Venmo here soon, and you can just start donating money in there. All 100% of all the money that's donated for the Pineapple Project goes completely to Christmases for Kids. None of it will come to us or anything else like that. So, but yeah, we'll put some more details out. We'll have some special episodes where we're going to try to raise money, and we just want to let you know it's coming up. So what better time to start now than later?
Yeah.
Like that? That was a good.
Yeah, that was good. That was way to recover there. That was good.
Couple of comments. Joanne says, I'll be 65 on Wednesday. Next time you're here, I will make you tortillas and something good to eat. And CPJ says, consider spoiled cotton in again. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, CPJ. We couldn't have done it
CPJ.
without you. So definitely.
I will tell. Oh, Tim, if you're still watching, send it to me real quick. So because I have to go back to the thing, guys. Tim sent me something a couple weeks ago and said, "Hey, we did this and thought it would be a great thing for the Pineapple Project this Christmas."
I can't wait because he
I
did
know.
an amazing thing
Yes,
last
and-
time.
Right.
Yes, and so I was like, "Okay, all right, I'll let you know." So if we haven't gone off the air by the time Tim sends it to me, I'll show you what it is. But it's pretty. I thought it was pretty spectacular. So we'll be doing that too. Whoops.
So, Sandy, did you want to put that up, or what did you want to do?
Yes, I wanted to share what Sandy Talk Sheet is going to be doing over on her page.
On her page? We're speaking in third person now.
Yes.
Hold on
Sandy
just a
Talk
second.
Sheet has.
So
an
while
assist-
she's doing that, let me just tell you guys, it was. I don't know if we'll have time for it, if they'll let me do it, but I have a rap that my daughter made for her teacher that's going away, and if we have time to play it at the end, I'm going to play it for you. It's like 2 minutes, but
Oh, like a rap,
yeah,
not like
Dude,
wrapping paper.
she performed it last night, and I was sitting there just kind of like, what's going on here? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm floored by it still. Anyway,
Awesome. What is
Okay,
this?
Sandy Talk Sheet will be raffling off this door hanger, wall hanger, wherever you want to put it. And so this is going to, all proceeds, of course, will go to, oh my gosh.
The Pineapple
What is it?
Project.
The pineapple.
I thought she
I
was
was going to say
trying to
pineapple is
I
for
thought she was
kids.
debating my pocket or...
I just went blank. I'm like, it's pineapple is for kids? Is that what it is? Christmas is for kids. So look for more details. But yes, this is going to be available for you to for as a raffle. So I haven't decided how much the tickets are going to be. But anyway, one of my listeners is going to make that for us and not donate it, but you know the words. You know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah.
She's going to provide that for us.
Your words elude you right now, but I definitely am feeling the spirit and the heart.
You know what I mean.
So
And our 5K once again,
Nice.
so that you can sign up for that.
on Wednesday, I'm going to wear my shirt.
Do you post that in the? I know there's a runners group. Don't you post it in that one too? Like for the 5K.
I did it with our runners. We have a little bit more time this time, so I might see if we can post it to West Texas Endurance. I'll have to ask their permission.
Cool.
All right, so
cool.
Tim sent it to me. Tim made these for us to raffle off for the Pineapple Project.
Oh, how cute! That is so awesome. Little pineapples, Tim. That is very
I think they're
sweet.
pineapple ornaments, but isn't that freaking cool?
They look like ornaments to me.
That's good. That's good.
I love that. Thank you so much for thinking about
And
us,
they're right
Tim.
side up. They're the right side up pineapples. So I'm sorry.
You know what? I bet you can dip that like in a scent, and you could even put them in your car. It's wood, right?
It is.
I bet it absorbs it.
I bet you could too.
Oh,
And that nice pine.
I was
Joanne,
like,
I'm not sure if I'm coming back yet, but I'm definitely going to be raffling. I'm seriously like, my life is really crazy right now.
yeah.
It's the band life.
It's the band life. My son is living his best life, and I'm his ride. Okay.
So you know what's so funny? I hope here soon we're going to be able to see more of Renee because she just got into a new home.
I saw that.
So happy for her, actually.
Fancy,
So thrilled for
fancy.
her.
All these people getting new homes and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
but that was one of her things. She was like, "I'm going to be doing more episodes once I can get settled in." So, on the track to getting settled in and seeing more ghost spirits and wine stories coming up out of Renee. So
And-
that'll be fantastic.
Oh, so
Momager
Momager
says,
says-
unfortunately, you'll have to find new elves. Joe knows that I'm not able to get around very well, and of course, Gabby won't be here.
Oh.
Sorry,
Yeah, so if
Momager.
you're looking to be an elf for the
Sean's
Pineapple
upset.
Project.
Someone's upset about that comment, Momager. CPJ says, that's awesome, Tim. And he
Yes.
says, ornaments.
Ornaments.
Put a mint smell on them, right?
Okay.
Yes. So what you said, Joe. If you're interested in being one of our pineapple elves, basically what you'll do is you would when it comes time closer to Christmas Day, we'll give you the money to go out and buy all the gifts to deliver to Christmases for kids. And we do have a sponsor that I'm going to have to get in touch with. Last year they were really excited to help us out, and they were like, next year we're going to sponsor with you, and we're going to put a toy drive in their business. So I want to make sure I get their names and everything right before I start saying who they are and what
Very
it is.
cool.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
CPJ says, I'm not getting a new home, Joe. Same killer views.
Oh, she's been putting up some good pictures lately.
Yeah, she has.
I was like, okay, all right. Someone doesn't need my classes anymore. It's
Right.
cool. It's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever.
I'm okay.
All right, Mr. Pineapples, play your rap, and then we need to wrap it up.
Okay.
Let's see what
Play
I
your
did there?
rap as we wrap it up. Very good.
I
I'll
like it. Share my audio. I'm gonna have to mute my stuff so that y'all don't.
Okay. Here it comes. Hit come now.
Oh man, did she do all that?
It's just it's her. What did she say? Her album cover. That's what she said it is. So.
That's funny.
Parental advisory.
Mom. Yo. Huh. Let's get this rap started, bros. Yo, Miss G, why you being mean? Thought you want.
Oh, it went away.
Oh, he froze.
He froze.
No, Jamie.
Oh, computer frozen. Resources can't handle it.
Can't handle the rap.
Can't handle the rap. I guess that parental advisory kind of.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, parental advisory.
So, we'll wait a few seconds and see if he comes back. Speaking of computers, I got a new office computer, so it's about time for me to
It's your
upgrade my
mom.
computer. Are you there? Oh, okay. Here we go.
Let's get this rap started, bros. Yo, Miss G, why you being mean? Thought you wanna see me read. Hope vocabulary, yo, Miss G. A, B, C, D, anti-climax analogy. You help me learn this, don't you see? Yeah, I thought you wanna help me learn. Now I'm crying because you left. Rhyme scheme, just teach me. And imagery. Just teach me about reading. MSG, hanging out, I see at that back table in green, paragraphing all you need, yo. Yo, Miss G, I'm a learner, don't you see? Reading 15 books an hour, not staring at TV, yo. I thought we stay together, yo. Left too soon, crying on chapter 56. One online. When you're all gone, I'll need an extra hand to help me flip pages and understand the text. So once you as my teach, I'ma need more drip to help these diamond teeth rise in action. Teach me. That's the settings. Main character leaving the scene. I'll miss you as my teacher, G. Miss you. You're cool and make me understand the text. Please ignore my bad singing. I have a really deep voice in the night. Oh.
No, that's so sweet of
That
her.
is awesome.
Her
She did go with the deep. She went for the deep voice there. Yeah.
her teacher's leaving, and so she wrote this rap for her to send
She's
her off.
leaving in the
And,
middle of the semester.
yeah, I don't remember. I don't know the story still. I don't remember what
I'd be
was
like,
the big
wow.
deal.
That's
yeah,
what I would ask her in my rap. Why you leaving, G?
What with that? I thought you was
Yeah.
devoted to us.
Yeah,
I'd be
it
like,
was. But anyway, I was pretty impressed with that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So as she's singing this last night, this wasn't the version, but she was like, "This is all I have, Dad." I was like, "Give it to me. I want to play it if I can." So anyway, but
Awesome.
that's
Well, thank you for
that's
sharing
us.
that. That's sweet of her.
Very
Yeah, it
cool.
is.
Well, and that's why she's on the N team because of her rap skills, right?
Yes, keep going. I forgot what the,
Oh,
What?
yeah. It's like I am going. You keep.
Right, you
Yeah,
were
I'm
interrupting
I'm looking.
us.
I'm looking.
Yeah, because she's on the N team because of her rap skills.
Her gruff skills.
She's gruff.
I love that. That's a great description. She's a bit gruff.
She's a bit
I'm
gruff.
I'm gruff around the edges. Let's just go ahead and be honest.
So for all my Apple fanboys out there, today Apple announced a new MacBook Pro. I have one right here, and then they released a new one, and I'm like, I want to get rid of this one. I want to get the new one because I guess I fanboy too much because I'm like, that's what I.
What's the
wanted.
difference in it? I mean,
So
is it kind of like
this
our
one
phones?
is
I
a
think.
13-inch. This
Uh-huh.
next one is they have a 14-inch version and 16-inch version with a really good processor. And then on them they actually added some new import ports and stuff like that. So it's cool. It's Apple stuff. It's fine. I wanted something else to be announced, but are we ready? Because I'm done talking about Apple.
We love you guys. We can't wait to see you. Remember, tomorrow night I'll be back here with Flows for You. Wednesday night we'll be back, all of us here again. And as usual, everyone,
Remember to be kind and rewind.
look for and meet new friends.
You
You filthy animals.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Love y'all.
Toodles.